hit in defence by Canterbury. Otago with all the ball early in this game. Good defence by Canterbury. Very narrow defensive line. Rooms on the edge. That's where they go. Sam Gilbert, right hand fin, takes a tackle. That's Jermaine Ainsley playing prop. Kim picks up the ball. Cam Miller. Pole in the middle of the field. It does come back eventually. Miller takes it to the line. Timu there to clean. And Drummond makes great work in coming over and spilling that ball and turning it over to Canterbury. Won't be a halfback there, but I think Billy Harmon standing. Know a lot about a few of these Canterbury players playing for the Highlanders down this part of the world. And looking for a clearance there by Fergus Burke, and that's a great nudge. Over halfway.
Yeah, great defensive set there by Canterbury. We've got some big bodies in there and some experienced bodies in that tight 5 and loose 4 trio, all of them part of Super Rugby, so showed their intent defensively too as well. So Otago's going to have to work pretty hard to get through them this afternoon.
I'd imagine Sam Darry would be a big target for their line-out today, Kane.
Yeah, mate, he's an excellent exponent of the line-out, mate, and you can even see him there. I can see he's calculating where to go.
No. That's awesome. Oh, there's a hand there. Oh, he's called a knock on. Drummond to Burke. Wide pass. We're out to McLeod. Excuse me if I get any of these Canterbury names wrong. I'm more familiar with the Otago ones. Try our best today. Definitely not commentators, Kane, but we'll do our best today.
Oh, you can give us a little more credit than that, mate, surely. But Sam Darrett did a great job in the move there to disrupt and take the ball out of the halfback's hands, and great clearance from Drummond. Then go and play some width, and nice little touch from Fihaki and puts Otago down in their 22.
Henry Bell throws in, hits the front of the line out to the young New Zealand Colt, Oliver Haig. Peels and goes, penalty. Coming up within the 10-metre line before the line out was over, I think that call is.
Yeah, you've done very well there, Moxie, mate. Yep, that's exactly it. And the type of pressure Canterbury wanted to put on them. So here they go, about probably 10 metres out from their line.
Yeah, we might see a line out drive. It looks like the whole 4 pack's going in there.
Okay, you're going to pick a line out drive. I'm going to pick a little peel off the back there with your 7 and try and hit maybe a Paul Heppy as a target, get around the corner. So.
Okay, Paul Heppy on a close run, targeting, I think Jonah Nareliki is going to come up defending at 1. Gone for the drive early, not moving far. Ball has gone back into the hooker's hands, which is Brodie McAllister. Now back into Zach Gallagher. Bit of spoiling tactics coming around from the sides. Seems good to go now the penalty comes. They've worked hard, got the penalty, now they can have it at strike. Oh, weak kick pass. There's lots of space out here. He's by himself. He should get in the corner. Good cover coming across. He is there.
Yeah, great finish by Galter on the edge there. Yeah, ball bobbled along the ground, and Mataili did a great job to sweep that up and find Galter on the edge and sprinted 17 metres.
Yep.
Approximately to finish round the corner.
Fergus Burke did a great job there with ball got dropped. Before it hit the deck, he just dropped his left foot onto the pill, popped up into the winger's hand. 2 passes later, they're in the corner in this left hand touch. 5-0 Canterbury, 6 minutes gone.
Yeah, probably not the start that Otago are looking forward for. But what they've got now is got the next 75 minutes to respond to as well. So
it did have good possession of the ball for 3-4 minutes down in the Canterbury half. Tried to strike. Canterbury showed some really good defence, and as soon as Canterbury got down on attack, would have won another penalty from the drive, but managed to attack. A wee bit of a lucky play, but a couple of good passes. Saw a good try in the corner. And Fergus Burke to convert, 1 metre in from the left-hand touchline. Not the best work he's done there. A straight pull to the left-hand side, and that'll start 5-0 to Canterbury after 7 minutes.
Yeah, look, two errors from Otago, 2 that they can control too as well, and yeah, it's going to be great to see how they respond now.
I don't think they'll be happy with the defensive set really they put in there. They defended the drive well, but Canterbury was good. Cam Miller gets us starting again. Deeper kick. Taken by Gallagher. Setting up to a wee carry on the out, just get them outside the 22. Good defence, setting for the kick, either coming out of Burke or Drummond. There's going to be Drummond. Box kick, lovely weighted, contestable. Sam Gilbert comes forward, knocks it on. Gathered by Canterbury. He'll go again with a box kick. This one with an end over end to create more gain and territory, and it is a brilliant kick. 50-22. Gilbert's done well to keep it in. Philemoni Kalori is back there, will find touch just outside the 22. Great work by a very experienced Mitchell Drummond.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Mitch Drummond, great box kick at the start, well weighted as you mentioned, Moxie, and enough pressure on Sam Gilbert to spill it forward, and another wee boxy from Drummond now finds them with their line out throw just outside the 22.
Looking for a ball. Very good. Brady McAllister will feed the line out. Full line out. Oh no, sorry. We do have Billy Harmon standing on the back line. Lost, turned over to Otago. Henry Bell carries forward. Carried back to the left foot of Jonah Oriki, which was something we saw the Highlanders use for a couple of games before he got injured. Up and under. Sam Gilbert at the back takes this one cleanly. Looks for space and behind. Good coverage by Burke going back into his own 22. Great nudge there by Sam Gilbert. He'll look to find touch down the north stand side of Forsyth Barr. Philemoni Kalori might look to go here, and he does. Man on. Good quick pass. Another man on coming. Timu finds space though, and there's a wee bit of space out here, and he's got the speeds to Jonah Oriki outside him. Left foot step straight into solid defence from Canterbury. Rouse attacking opportunity. Will Tucker back from America. Good hand off to Jimmy Lynchies. 5 metres out now, Otago. Kim to Cam Miller. Takes it to the line. Still good defence by Canterbury. Numbers to the right. Little pass. Timu 1 metre away. Reaches out. Does score. There'll be an interesting conversation here between the AR and Jimmy Dolman. He's awarding it.
Yeah, great play. Look, it's a great clearance from Fergus Burke, nice and deep, and just 2 quick passes. Philemoni Kalori getting it to Josh Timu, who just bet Billy Harmon on the outside, and yeah, 3-4 phases later, some good intent, playing with momentum and tempo as well. So good finish by Josh Timu.
Yeah, I think we're only 10 minutes in now, Kane, and we've seen 2 tries, obviously 5 all. I think this might be quite high scoring. Both teams look like they want to play. Last warm-up game before the NPC starts next week. They'll be very keen to try out as much as their attacking prowess as well as working on their defence. So we're just standing here at the moment. Jimmy Dolman, no, he's not changing his mind. He was just having another yarn to another AR down there. So it'll be Cam Miller, who is a very good goal kicker. This will not be a problem for him. Just signed for the Highlanders, Kane?
Yeah, 2024 is Cam Miller's committed to the Highlanders then, which is great, and him and 4 others too as well, which is it's great to see these local young guys getting opportunities, but I think the biggest one is that they're ready for that opportunity too as well. So
yeah, it's a great opportunity for him now getting these couple of warm-up games. I did see Josh Ioane in the tunnel this morning, so he'll be back in the Otago strip come first game hopefully, but I think Cam would be a great asset for the team running in at 10 there.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Totally agree, mate. He's got a little point of difference here in this game, and whatever team he plays for, he shows that all the time.
Yeah, good Tyree lad. And of course, New Zealand under-20s, and we're back underway with Burke. Deep clearance to Jonah Oriki inside the 22. Clears and shows that good left boot of his. Inside the 22, so able to kick out directly, and we'll have a Canterbury line out on the 10 metre line.
Yeah, Canterbury will like that. It's a great platform to launch from, just 40 metres out. So let's see how direct they go.
Tom Christie standing wide in the Canterbury back line. So slightly shorter line out for Canterbury. Brady McAllister, very good hooker, finds the front of the line out. I think that was Billy Harmon jumping at the front there. Drummond to the man McAllister. Going back blind. McKaylee misses him, goes back to Harmon. Good defence by Otago, hitting them behind the advantage line. Release is called by Mr. Dolman. Derry Canters. Oh, Tucker's ripped it well and they've looked to shift. Here's Thomas Umunga Jensen, big palm off. Stays on his feet. Clearance is done. Henry Bell carries outside shoulder. A few numbers out wide here. Backdoor pass, short line, good line by Oliver Haig. Sam Gilbert hits Jonah Ricky. He's got pace on the outside, tries to step on the inside and offload to Oliver Haig, and that is a great try for Otago. That'll come round underneath the post.
Yeah, excellent try there. A magnificent running line by Ollie Haig to really expose that space on the edge there. Nice and square. Gave it early to a back with a bit more pace, and yeah, they worked down the edge there.
I thought the squareness of their running was really good there, and they didn't run out of space, and it meant that Jonah Ricky had a little bit of space down that left-hand side, showed a left foot step, got inside, and showed a good offload. Oliver Haig has been impressive, played a great stint down for the Otago team against Southland last week in their first pre-season game, and it has been rewarded with a start again this week, and has shown a great bit of punch down that left-hand edge.
Yeah, I think you'll probably find too as well. He was the one who disrupted that line out and got them out of their system and out of their strike too. So again, great line. He's been working hard on that line too as well. He's a big, tall man, heaps of pace, ex-rower as well. So you know, great to see a young fella like Ollie Haig transferring his skills.
Yeah, been in New Zealand quite a while now, Kane, but still has quite a thick English accent.
Thick and soft,
and
as
soft,
well, I'd
yes.
say too. Very softly spoken, but I can tell you his mannerisms on the rugby field are very different. So.
Now that's 14 points to 5 after 14 minutes to Otago, and it has been an open and enterprising game, and I think that's what we're going to see in the next 65 minutes as well, as Canterbury come back up, and it will be Fergusburg to get us back underway. This just great playing under the stadium. Game was due to be played at Oamaru, and we apologise to the North Otago people, but grounds were underwater, so managed to come into the stadium for today's game. Lynchy's hitting a great tackle there and stopped in his tracks, looking to clearance, and they will go to the left foot of Jonah Noliki. Quick step and a wee banana ball up the sideline. Sorry, who was that, Kane?
Fihaki, Shea Fihaki.
Shea Fihaki at fullback for Canterbury. Timu was offside by the looks of things there, but he's come up. Good wide pass. Pohipa, is it? In 12. Carries Drummond. They've got forward set. They go to Derry. Strong carry. Good chop tackle by Lintries. A wee bit in the way. He's going to win a penalty there. Well played by the old man. Billy Harmon through the middle. Offloads. Derry's still on his feet, making good ground inside the Otago's 22. He got numbers on the left-hand side. Wee bit of a sloppy play. Wee chip and chase. I wonder if he'll come back for the penalty. I think he will. Well worked by Drummond.
Yeah, I always struggle with those sometimes. Yeah, I think he'd cleaned out and took him to that point, and it was just by luck his boy was getting dominated. But there we go. The smarts of someone who's played a number of professional games.
It's a hard one, Kane, for the person clearing out. Where are they meant to disappear to on that one? But it's a hard. So anyway, he's won a penalty, and they'll kick to the corner. There'll be no kicking of goals today in a pre-season game. There'll be plenty of tries though. This time I will go for the call of the 7 off the boot coming around and hitting Pohipi on a tight line, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going for a line-out drive.
Yeah, so we'll probably be 1-0 after this. And here we go. So it'll be Brady McAllister. Good throw into the middle. And you did right, they are going for the drive. They set a long tail with Brady McAllister with his hands on the ball now. Peeling slightly to the right, but really trying to drive straight through the middle of this Otago pack. Someone's coming around on the edge there, they've hit the down. Brady McAllister go by himself, slightly isolated, there's not a lot with him. He offloads Drummond, wide ball, and he's straight through the middle. Good chop tackle by Joe Nareki, and I think, not sure what's happened there, but we're coming back to a penalty. I think there was an infringement on that line-out drive. May have been Will Tucker coming around the edge. I didn't quite catch the number, but I'm guessing we will be going into the corner for another drive.
Yeah, huge apologies for the people on the stream here. We don't have any replays as well, so we're trying to call it as we see it live, so hopefully we're trying to be as accurate as possible here. Another line-out drive here, Moxie?
Well, they can always push mute if they want to.
They could do, mate.
No problems there.
I'm going Tom Christie off the back here now. Yep. They're looking to hit Paul Hippie.
I think they might try something. Oh no, they're going same again. They've knocked that one back on side. The big prop, Finlay Brewers carries. So I'm just getting to know a wee bit of these Canterbury players. Drummond, we do know, played a number of games, and we definitely know the strong Dominic Gardner at number 8 played a number of games for the Crusaders. Strong carry in the midfield. They're looking to rack. Now they might come back to the blind / open side in front of the post. A lot of numbers still in the middle. Aggressively attacking that area around the post. Drummond. Oh, we knock on. Otago will be happy with that turn the ball over. Will they turn and go quickly? No, they set a scrum, and there has not been a lot. Is this the first one today?
Yeah, I think it is actually, mate. Yeah, no,
so
you did it right. 18
minutes in and we haven't set a scrum. So Jamie McIntosh, the Otago coach, will be starting to froth a wee bit now.
Whopper definitely will be, mate. It's going to see. It's going to be a good battle here. Actually, it's a great. Canterbury's got a great forward pack here too as well, and Otago's got a young one, so it's going to be a great test for them.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Tamati Williams on that. Oh, we're just getting a wee bit of. I don't think that's me knocking anything, but might be coming from our cameraman. I'm not sure, but Tamati Williams on the tight head side for Canterbury. Yeah, big boy.
Tamati's a very, very strong man. Sorry. So yeah, no, he's a very strong man and can play either side of the scrum.
So we'll see. Brewers, Williams up against Ainsley and Pole. Big push for Canterbury, but Otago stays strong. Both forward packs have come up. I think we'll reset that one, Mr. Dolman. Very experienced forward packs out there, really, for both sides.
Yes, no, it's good to see. I'd say there's a few more younger guys in that Otago pack though. But when I look at that tight 5 group there with Canterbury, that's all Super Rugby players right there and experienced guys too. Brewers did a great job coming in for the Crusaders as well. He was on this year, so. Yeah,
there are a few younger boys there, but Abraham Pole got a lot of experience this year with Moana Pacifica. So he's upskilled a lot, and Jermaine Ainsley had an outstanding season, I thought, for the Highlanders. So.
Yeah, Pole also spent some time with the Crusaders early doors as well, so some good feedback regarding him.
I think he may be the only player to have scored a try for both 2 franchises in the one season.
That's some good knowledge there, mate.
Yeah, I may have made that up, but we'll see. Here we go, Sam Gilbert on the right foot. Good clearance up the right-hand touchline, and we'll set a Canterbury scrum. They'll be happy with that exit. Nice and easy. Good scrum. Sam Gilbert showing his right boot. I like how Otago are using Jonah Noriki on that left-hand touch side with his left foot, and then using Sam Gilbert a wee bit on with his prodigious right foot down the right-hand touchline. And it will be Brody McAllister to feed the liner. And again, they've gone for the same setup with Tom Christie setting up out wide with Billy Harmon. They will head that way now. Carrying a good tackle there. I think that was Henry Bell coming in. And that's Billy Harmon racked up by Sean Withy. Backdoor play. Timu up. Making another chop tackle. And a turnover. And no call from the referee. Thomas Umunga Jensen offloads to Nariki, goes to the chip and chase. He's got pace. Ball sits up on its end. We offload and Timu was in. He's knocked it on. Couldn't quite handle it. Line was wide open. Right hand, wee tip. Couldn't quite handle it. Great pass by Jonah and a wee lovely chip and chase from him down that left hand side. Yeah, great defensive set then again by Otago. Good hit by Henry Bell and Sean Withy on Billy Harmon. Enough outside pressure there to turn the ball over, and the skill of Chalkman nearly got the ball into Timu's hands. So good play. Interesting for both teams on the weekend. Last weekend had big wins, so probably had not as much defence. I would suggest Otago put 50 on Southland and Canterbury putting 60 on Tasman. So it'll be interesting to see. This will probably be a big work on for them, is making sure that their defence is sort of going into the first game of the season next weekend.
Yeah, I think the first half of the Otago Southland game was pretty close. They just sort of opened them up in the second half, but yeah, it's definitely testing them. There's lots of space on the edges for both teams, so.
A very narrow defence from Canterbury. Obviously, they're coming in really concentrating on inside both the 15s, and it will be Drummond to feed a defensive scrum inside their own 22, and he'll look to box kick and find touch down that right side. I think it's staying in or out. Gilbert has taken the ball just outside that touchline on the Spates stand side of Forsyth Barr. Lovely to be underneath the roof today. It has been terrible weather in Dunedin. If you're watching from around the country or the world, it has been raining, bucketing down for about 10 days. So most of the grounds are flooded around Dunedin, so we're lucky enough, of course, to have Forsyth Barr and playing here. Front of the line out to Haig. Looks like he may have knocked that on, but they're going to play on. Can you help me with Kim's pronunciation of his last name, please? So I'm not very good with that.
Hoiti Parapara.
Very good, and he passes to James Lynches, who's hitting a great tackle by Harmon and another Canterbury player, and a wee knock on. We just gave him trying to get his name right, and he's just had a wee tip on there at the end. Just a wee bit of feedback on him, Kane. He has come back from overseas, playing in France, I understand.
Yeah, that's right. Hoiti Parapara has played about 30-40 games for Wellington and did a great job there, and has been overseas, and he's come back to New Zealand and wanting to go again. Just a young fella, great athlete.
I did run into Tony Ensor when he was coming back for a family trip, and he was been playing with Kim, and Kim was he said he'd love it underneath the roof.
Yep.
He's a very quick player. In France, Mr. Ensor said he hadn't seen much of the ball. He just chasing kicks all day.
Yep.
So it was very one-dimensional. So he thinks Kim will enjoy this a bit more, playing under the roof and playing for Otago. So welcome to him, and we'll hopefully get his debut as a competition max next week. Of course, James Ascott on the bench, coming back from injury. The GI boy is hoping to get 20 minutes today. Number 8 off the back, hits Burke, going wide to the fullback, who puts a wee step on, wee pass. Got to track down that left-hand side. And a penalty coming. Philemoni Kalori getting over the top of the ball there and winning a turnover. Canterbury had numbers to the breakdown, just probably didn't do their roles well enough to secure that pill.
Yeah, great response by Karoi then. He actually jammed in on the edge there to get Gulch on the, to give him a bit of space and momentum on that left-hand side edge. But, yeah, good defensive pressure and the ball's back. Nice banana kick there by Cam Miller. We'll start seeing them about 38 metres from their try line. The line-outs are starting to conjure up the move where it's going to be thrown to.
Yeah, I would think they'd do a wee bit of a strike attack here with their backline. Philemoni Karoi's popping into 10 with Cam Miller just in the boot.
Karoi's footwork definitely exposed. Here we go, flat.
Straight to him. Oh, he goes straight through. How good. Poor D there from, I think it was Burke. Pick and go. Withy's hungry to go for some pill. We've got numbers to the left-hand side. Big Fabian Hong gets hit in a good tack. They've come back actually to the right-hand side where there is numbers. Jonah Lariki strong on his feet. Might be a turnover here. That looked good to me. Yeah, it was. Well done. So Pahepa and 12 for Canterbury. Good turnover. Back to Fergus Burke, who clears for touch outside the 22. Good strike, and Philemoni Kalori's footwork at the line was impressive.
Yeah, excellent. Great to see Otago trying to play on top of that momentum as well, and nearly got there. Great work by Pahepa to turn that ball over.
Yeah, it was danger. I did wonder if they stuck to a plan there and came back to where the numbers were. I think Canterbury was struggling on the left-hand side, and they sort of ran back into where the numbers were, but Philemoni Kalori is set up back at 10 with, I would suggest Thomas Umaga Jensen might be looking for a carry here. Going for a wee 5-man drive. Broken up by Canterbury. Going to sit here on Withy with Henry Bell securing ball. Slowly working around. They'll hit Fabian Holland. No, they go to Thomas Umangacheson with an offload. Brilliantly done. Lynchies, not much support. Big man, Fabian Holland in support. Coming back blind. Umangacheson wide past to Withy. He's 5 metres out. Can he score? He's just held up short. Looking both sides. Lynchies looking to dot down. Gets hit in a good tackle. Knocked backwards. Adrian Pole's setting up for a quick run. Hits it. Jermaine Ainsley. Cam Miller. Not a lot of numbers out here. It'll be 2 on 2. There was Jonah Nareki on the outside of Sam Gilbert. Keep up with the play, Moxie. Possible turnover here. Going back to an earlier infringement, I think, and it will be an Otago penalty back on the other side of the field. Good play by Otago. Stretching from playing a bit of width side to side. Kane.
Yeah, no, it's great to see everyone getting busy, ball carries. The opportunities are there. It's just the execution of the skill. So, yeah, no, great work by Otago. Now it's got to stay on top of them.
14 points to 5, 28 minutes gone here at Forsyth Barr. Last pre-season game for both these teams before they head into which should be an outstanding NPC this year, Bunnings NPC. Looking forward to it, Kane. Seeing a lot of younger players coming through. Looking forward to the New Zealand under-20s Colts players all showing their faces around a lot of different teams. And there's many of them out here for Otago, actually.
Yeah, a huge amount of talent in the NPC, and it's really exciting to watch. And there's always a number of little gold nuggets that come out of that competition too as well.
Dumping to the front, they go to Tucker right at the back of the 15. They're going for a drive. The Bulls hold up at the front. It's slowly coming back this way. It is now in Lynch's hands going back into Henry Bell, who got a double against Southland last week. One of them did come from exactly this. Now Timu comes in to add his weight. Nariki is there as well. There is 4 backs out. They're still getting there. Henry Bell is 1 metre short. He's gone by himself. He is just short. Canterbury are trying to go over the top as it is a maul that has collapsed. Their interpretation is. James Dolman sees it differently and has his hand out for advantage. Pole drives just short, it looks like. Dolman's down. He's got his hand up. That's a try. Adrian Pole from the Harbour Club gets underneath the Canterbury defence and scores Otago's 3rd try. Carry it out to 18 points to 5. 19 points to 5. 29 minutes into the game.
Yeah, look, just great to see the patience from the forward pack and not peel off too early from that drive and stay committed, stay tight. And Pole loves a try close to the line. Powerful man, that is for sure, coming out of the Harbour Hawks.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to watch a great game of rugby Kaikoura and Harbour down at Watson, and him and we'll see Big Solomar come on a wee bit later, and the difference they made when they came on, gee, they were outstanding. The level that they bring into club rugby is quite incredible. But it's great to see him. Aaron Major had huge reps on him, and that's a big future for Adrian Pole. So good to see him dot down today, and big season in front for him for Otago. 3 tries early for Otago, 19 points to 5. They'll be pretty happy with this.
Yeah, great start. Look, again, they had to reply from a very strong start from Canterbury, and down 5 points early, and now they find themselves after half an hour up 19-5 with a kick to come.
So it was Timu that scored the first try for Otago, followed by Haig, and then Pole coming in for the 3rd. And Canterbury's try scorer was Galter, scoring in the left hand, and they were the first try scorers. So they started getting a 5-0 advantage early. It's now 19-5, and Cam Miller doesn't miss a lot. I did see him miss one in the warm-ups, which I have not seen him miss a lot at all. What
a way to jinx a guy.
Yeah, right. Comes in, strikes it perfectly, straight over the middle. I think it'll take a lot to jinx this kid. He is a brilliant goal kicker. 21 points to 5, going up in 7s, Otago.
Yeah, Ken Miller had the old kick for cash during half time.
Yeah.
And he won 2 or 3 individuals about $500. So.
Didn't miss one. Didn't miss one. Would have had a good crowd watching, a bit of pressure. They were about 40 metres out from all different angles, and he was just standing up, had a minute, I think, to slot 5 of them, and just got through it and slotted them all. Yeah, great prospect for Otago, and and for the Highlanders in 2024. Jonah Ariki shows his left foot. He has got a great left foot up that touchline. It stays in play though, and Canterbury will look to counter-attack. They pass. No, I thought he was going to pass. He dummied me, but he didn't dummy Otago. Takes it to the line. They recycle the pill slowly. It's coming back to Drummond. It looked like it was only a foot, not a hand. So Otago have turned the ball over again. Sloppy work around their ruck area, but a good turnover there by Brodie McAllister. The hooker's been good early for Canterbury. It's getting around the traps and causing a few issues. Good line out throwing as well, and this will give them another chance to attack.
Just loving seeing Fihaki in his attacking mindset too as well. And sometimes you don't get it right, but other times he's got the ability to open up teams too as well.
I thought he was going to come wide and do a couple of passes too to get to the other edge, but no, he committed and went straight into them, and they did secure the ball with low numbers. It'll be a drive here, or no, they look to strike actually, and they're setting up with both their 6 and 7 running out at the centre sort of area. They might try and look to get there. No, they'll carry with their blind side McAllister. Early back down to Gallagher, big number 5 for Canterbury. Drummond, Williams, carries strong into Umaga Jensen. Drummond there again. Oh, quick offload and a tight little move and he's got Gallagher in for a double as he's done extremely well and will score the try. Great chip and trace, left foot tip to his right hand. Brilliant play by the winger, and he's got a double and gets Canterbury very much back in the game.
Yeah, well, Goto did a great job on that edge there too. A man who can play a number of positions from 10 to fullback in the midfield too as well. So it's great to see he's got a spot there on the left wing. Talented player, played New Zealand schools. Big man as well. So great finish.
Is he a Canterbury born and bred, or does he come from?
Yes, he is. Yeah,
right.
Canterbury born and bred.
Christchurch boys or unsure?
Unsure, but we can Google that one though. I'm sure he's from the country actually, but
yeah, New Zealand schools. So he showed a lot of talent there. The chip and chase was great, but then the wee tip from his right hand to his left hand to be able to regather under pressure and then score in the same corner he scored after 5 minutes brings Canterbury back up to 21-10. Conversion last time from Burke was pulled terribly. Hopefully, he'll be hoping for better this time. I'm not looking forward to all these reserves coming on too, Kane. It's going to cause a few headaches for me, but he has hit that one a lot better and hits the upright. Unlucky. 21-10, Otago. 34 minutes.
I've got Will's bio here, mate. So Timaru born, Lincoln High School was the school he went to, and known for his X-factor play and the ability to suit up in several backline positions.
Which he did cover brilliantly. So we might see him getting run in the midfield or at 10 or at fullback later, but at the moment he is on the left wing and has scored a double for Canterbury. Outstanding. Timaru boy. Awesome. Deeper kick-off claimed in the 22 by Gallagher. Looks, and he's a strong carrier. Gallagher, big boy too. Drummond setting up for a box kick. He did this well earlier. Gets a nice contested. Should drop round just short of the halfway, and he does it perfectly again. Gilbert gets high, takes this one, secures for the ball for Otago. Good aggressive drive by Canterbury trying to come over. Otago claim it. Henry Bell standing wide. Carries. Good clean by Tucker. Cam Miller into the midfield. We tip on ball to big Fabian Holland. Coming back to the blind side now. Cam Miller. They're not looking to kick off. Jeepers, they kick. Right. And I was just actually thinking that. I thought it was time to kick when Cam Miller got the ball in his hands, but he passed it one wide. Oh, and a penalty given away from a wee bit of a silly play there by Sam Gilbert.
Oh, I think it's just a talking to rather than a penalty, to be honest.
Yeah. If they wanted to throw the ball in and he slaps it down, I think...
I just chucked it at him.
I chucked it at him, did he? Sorry, I was looking at something else. I just saw it sort of... Right, yeah. Spent a bit of time off the field, Sam Gilbert, for a wee indiscretion with the Highlanders. So he's done his time and back out playing. So he will be a huge cog in this Otago backline. Been outstanding, played a wee bit at 10 as well this year for the Highlanders and showed some great ball. Great throw to the back of the line out. One well. Drummond standing wide. Ball. Roy comes out to hit him. Makaleo taking a good tackle by Timu. Ball's coming back slowly and won a turnover. I think that was Willie that got there, but it was the tackle by Timu that chop tackle was effective, gave the ability for Willie to get over.
I think it's the man you're talking about, Sam Gilbert, mate, just got over that ball and was strong. So Gilbert's done a great job. Again, big man, strong man as well. And yeah, earlier this year did a great job with the 15 and 10 jersey too before, unfortunately, getting a red card. But great to see him imposing himself out there on the edge with his size and physicality.
Yeah, he is big. That's one thing I've noticed about him walking around. He'd be 6'2", 6'3", wouldn't he? He's quite a tall lad and filled out as well. So right on halfway, Henry Bell to throw this line out in for Otago. Another good tackling opportunity. Creeping up onto half-time, 21-10 to Otago. Won well by Will Tucker. As I said earlier, back from America. Won the title in America this year with the New York team. And had a great time by all accounts as well. Box kick. Early, coming down. The double try scorer takes it well. And Canterbury's now ball. Drummond goes to carry. Again, it's our man Gallagher carrying in the middle. Burke, we trip and chase, finding space in the middle. Cam Miller's coming up, couldn't quite get it on the full. Bounces high. He's done brilliantly. Oh, back to a penalty. Not sure what that's for. Something around the line out. I think it was when the kick was made, progressing forward. Number 6.
Number 6. Yeah, I think there might have been a push and an infraction in that line out, maybe.
It's against Oliver Haig anyway, and we'll move down. And Canterbury, as Canterbury do, love scoring right on top of half-time. And they'll have that opportunity now with just over a minute to go in the half. 21-10 to Otago. Line out. We've had a change at hooker.
Yeah, Shiloh Klein on there. So Crusader.
Klein throwing it in. I think Brady McAllister had a wee twinge of his ankle by the looks, but it is turned over by Otago. And Messi line out.
Lost Cam Miller here, they lost a little bit of shape. Oh, advantage for head height.
And they'll come back to the penalty. So Cam Miller carried, got knocked in the head, and he's just a wee bit wobbly on his feet. Yeah, no, he's fine. He's just having a wee breather. Yeah, so that change, I did see Brody McAllister after one of the runs, just sort of touching his ankle or something. So obviously there's no point pushing him today when the season starts next week. So he'll be back on the bench, and Klein is now on, as you said, a Crusader as well. So they're stacked, his Canterbury team.
Yeah, they've got George Bell also as a third hooker in this group too as well, and I'm sure they'll want to give him a run around for 10-15 minutes as well. Quality hooker. Yeah,
quality hooker come from John McGlishan.
Yep.
So he's
up the road.
I'm sure the Bell family, and it'll be quite exciting for them seeing both sons out there playing.
Yeah, it definitely would be, yeah.
Having and playing against each other, if it does happen when they're both on the field at the same time, would be a good little photo moment. And it will be that man, Henry Bell, feeding to the back of the line out. Miscommunication, but they do manage to win it. And Jonah Riki creates a great line on the inside channel and secures pull. Messy ball, but Jermaine Ainsley takes it high and carries hard. Good front foot ball for Otago, and they come back to the blind. Not a lot of numbers. Pole goes to carry. He's struggling support. He's managed to get round him and carry. Thomas Umunga Jason loves the pick and go and feeds to Fabian Holland. Aggressive taking the edges, and then great handling. Just 3 or 4 great passes to the edge. Sees Jonah Riki drop, score in that left-hand corner, and Otago get their 4th try on the stroke of half-time.
Yeah, great running line by the chalk man to go and expose and get him behind the gain line, and a little pick and goes from Umunga Jensen and Fabian Holland with the offload, and even just seeing the quick hands from Pole, and I think could have been Bell to get Nariki scoring in the corner there. Great finish. Yeah,
I mean, just Vilimoni Kalori, Jonah Nariki, the impact they have coming in at the end of the line out with their feet, running hard. They're getting in behind the 6 or 7 that's defending, or it could be the 2 even, defending off the back of the Canterbury line out, and then putting a lot of pressure normally on Fergus Burke, who's going at 10, who's standing just that wide, and they're finding that inside channel, and that's been the way Otago have managed to get in behind Canterbury. It was probably only 3 or 4 phases later, he's back on his wing scoring in the corner.
Yeah, big seam, big disconnection between the back of the line out, and if they don't quite get it right, guys like Kuroi and Nariki will take advantage of that, and we've seen 2 incidences already by them doing so as well. I'm sure they want to shore that up come to the second half Canterbury, but Cam Miller to try and add 2 points.
So apologies for the late start on the live stream, but we're all going now. We're about to have half time. I'm Moxie Smith, joined by Kane Jury, trying to do our best. And that'll be Cam Miller. Go for 4 for 4. Unlucky.
Oh, so disappointing.
Unlucky. 26-10 to Otago. Half time here. We'll join you back after the break. Welcome back to Forsyth Barr. Second half of Otago Canterbury pre-season NPC game. Score is 26-10 to Otago, 4 tries to 2. We've had Timu, Haig, Pole and Naliki for Otago getting across the line, and please help me out with that. Is that Gaultier? Gaultier
And Galter.
Galter scoring a double for Canterbury on the left-hand touchline. We've got a few changes. We'll try and update those for you as we go, but the big one for me is Willie Hines is out there at 9. English international back playing for Canterbury. And we're underway here. James Dolman, our referee, gets the whistle blown. Deep kick to Fabian Holland, who's still out there. Otago don't look to have made as many changes, but I do see Fishley by the looks of it out there in 19. Messy ball coming back. And Sam Gilbert, no, it'll be the halfback with a dusty box kick that's gone straight up. It'll probably be a penalty, yes it will be. That's what you got to be careful of inside the 10-metre circle. If you get that box kick wrong, you can look a wee bit stupid. And it'll be Fergus Burke still on at 10, kicking for the corner.
Yeah, we see Corey Callows come onto the field and Liam Allen as well. Both very good loose forwards. And Daniel Leonard Brown at loose head prop who's come on. It looks like it's Blair Murray on the wing too as well, on the left wing there. He's definitely got some X factor about him.
The wee blonde-headed kid on the left-hand side.
That's the one.
Righto, and they've set a nice long tail to their rolling mill. And it will be Kiln with his hands on the bill trying to drive. Now the call goes on the James Dolman that they can come up. Hines there, having a look, left and right. Waiting, he pulls the ball now. Straight out, deep into the back line. Defence is in front, so that he'll just carry strongly. The full-back. And they've got held up, it's Faika.
Yeah.
And managed to get the turnover. Otago, good D. And, of course, Fishley's in early with a wee scrap with
Sam Derry.
Sam Derry. And those are two very fiery individuals.
Some might argue with that. However, Fihaki gets held up. Great hit by Thomas Umaga Jensen.
Yeah.
They get that turnover.
I tell you what, that's one thing I've noticed in Thomas Umaga Jensen's game is his ability to get underneath in a tackle and really stay strong and hold players up and cause that turnover, not letting the tackled player get their knee to the ground to force a release. So Otago will look to exit. Freedom by Nicola, I've just noticed, is on for Jonah Nariki on the left-hand wing. Philemoni Karoy is still out on the right. So Cam Miller and Sam Gilbert, one of those two will look to clear. I think it might go to Sam on the right-hand side, although I've been wrong many times before, Kane.
Might be great to see Varcola in a bit of space too as well. Looks like there's going to be 4v3. He definitely loves that. He's a powerful man on the edge there. And some real X factor too as well.
Yeah, so good depth in the back line for Otago this year. Couple of great wingers to start, and then obviously Freedom's played a number of games for Otago and will be relishing the opportunity to get back out there. Coming back from a broken jaw, I think it was. So this is his first run back after a month or two out. Was unable to finish the club season with Harbour. Good scrum from Otago, and they do go to Gilbert onto his right foot. High clearing down that right-hand touchline of the Spates stand, and that'll end up a Canterbury line out on the 10-metre line. That'll be fed by Kiln. Klein, jeez. Klein to find the middle. He'll go to Gallagher. Messi comes back to Hines, who finds a great gap through the middle. Great offload, towed ahead. Sam Gilbert does reasonably well there actually to shield the ball and pick it up. Otago have numbers to the right. There's actually about a 4-on-1 here, so they go, and it's Jermaine Ainsley showing his speed down that right-hand touchline. Tackled well, set. Canterbury struggling to get back on D. Big Williams starting to move a bit slower, and that is a penalty coming to Otago, so they will look to attack, and they do go to Freedom. No, it was...
Well,
another check. Jake Tahiwi's come on as well. So it isn't even... Is Freedom out there? No.
No, it's Jake Tahiwi.
Oh, it's Jake Tahiwi. I apologise.
Oh,
we've had a mare there.
Dropped the ball there, haven't we?
Yeah, we have had a mare there. I just would have thought Freedom would have come on to the wing. But it is Jake Tahiwi getting maybe his first run for Otago senior team out of the Green Island Club. Otago boys, local product, big boy, and a great prospect for the Otago Union. And another one along with Cam Miller that has been signed for 2024 for the Highlanders. And we've got some more changes. So Timu has come off.
Raymond on.
So Raymond into the midfield. Green Island man spent his time for the Super Season with the Rebels and was outstanding. Right. Oh, good wee bump off over Philemona Kaloi. Now gets tackled well by, I think that was Burke in there taking the tackle. Holland carries strongly, makes a metre in the contact. Now heading to the right-hand side. Gilbert goes for a wee rubber that is deflected, and Canterbury will have a chance to have a huge clearance down the field. Carmella back in position. Comes to the left-hand side. Thomas Umunga Jensen, he'll carry. Loves it. Fends one. Strongly into the other. Polymers, he's run away from a few of his support players, but Otago do well to recycle ball. Holland, great offload. Philemoni Kalori takes one behind him. Now trip and chase, and it's off the side of his boot and out into touch on the full.
Yeah, great enterprising play there, and nice little offload by Fabian Holland down the edge. Shame that ball didn't stay in though. Great option.
Canterbury looking to up the tempo of the game with a quicker line out by Klein.
You see Solar Muttles also come on for Jermaine Ainsley.
Yes, we'll see a few changes in the props. I'm sure they'll all get around a half a game each. Well taken by Cam Miller coming forward. Hands on. Now goes back to Raymond Nohu. Outside Thomas Umona Jensen with a wee bit of space. Fend on. Goes to ground. Jake to Iwi. Craig Cumming ringing me. He should be doing this, not me. I'll get back to him. Play on. Messy play coming out to this right side. So the no-numbered man was, you did mention him before.
Blair Murray.
Blair Murray.
Otago trying to get to the edges, trying to push, trying to stretch them. Just losing again a little bit of accuracy.
Was a wee bit messy there.
This time, Freedom Vahakolo. He is coming on now. And he's coming on for Sam Gilbert. And I would say that Vilamoni Kuroi will go to 15. Look, a bit of pressure by Canterbury defensively now. And now they'll find that that they're in their 22. Puts a bit of pressure on Otago now to exit well. And get them out of their half.
Did right. So officially at 8. Jimmy Lynch's at 7. So it's Withy has come off. Cool. Christian Leo Willie is still out with injury and will be back 2 to 3 games into the season. He'll make a great impact, I'm sure, for Otago at 8 and had a great start for the Highlanders, but unfortunately was injured for most of the season.
Free kick to Otago.
Is that an early push, early engage, one or the other? So it is a indirect, so they're just going to go for the high, up and under. No, the deep kick. Over the man, Blair Murray, who takes inside the 22, has a left foot. And Otago are very happy on the sideline with that. Winning a line out and gaining 20 metres from where they got their free kick. So Henry Bell still out there going well at hooker for Otago. Played a number of minutes last week. Of course, Ricky Jackson's still out at this stage. Another change at prop. Kolomatangi comes on. Carry in the middle, officially with the hair flying. Roman Nuhu tries to offload, still regathers his own pass. And it's Messi coming back, and Canterbury have made a turnover. Hines comes flying in from deep to get into his position. 24, unsure, sorry. Kane will know that though.
Yes, Liam Allen.
Liam Allen carrying strong for Canterbury. Well, that looks forward, but they'll play on. Hines really is trying to lift a wee bit of tempo for this Canterbury attack. Grubber kick comes through. Kilmore in position. It's a great little trip and chase. Ran straight into a Canterbury player. James Dolman says, play on.
So new man Alex Harford here on.
Harford and 22 on for Canterbury. Allen again carries, making impact in the game, playing in the loose forward for Canterbury. Murray standing in there, playing a wee bit. Has Murray moved inside? Unsure. Hines. Gallagher. Oh, and we've got a wee fight going on, and that will be officially in the middle of it. I'll hesitate to guess. Yeah, just a wee bit of pulling of jerseys that we love to see now. It's not 1984 where the fists are flying, it's definitely just...
No, all the handbags are out. Pretty ones too, aren't they?
Yes, yes. And
a red card to Mighty Williams.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I missed it altogether, but James Dolman's talking about a swinging arm.
A strike in there somewhere.
Yeah, and I see Daniel Leonard-Brown and Jimmy Lynch's Highlanders teammates having a wee word with each other. So, Otago will get a chance to strike inside the Canterbury 22. Wobbly old kick by Cam Miller will find a good touch though, around 12 metres out from the Canterbury line. 26 points to 10 to Otago, 51 minutes gone. Another change, this is just going to cause headaches for me. But they're going to have to bring a prop on Canterbury.
Yep,
and
Seb Calder on. He was a New Zealand under-20 prop this year.
Line out. Oliver Haig still out there at 6. Wins it at the front of the line for Otago. Going to the drive. The ball is already to the back with Henry Bell. Both teams can come forward. It has moved a metre. Sideways more than forwards. Now it goes to the back line. Good strong carry by the ex-Rebel. Possibly still a Rebel, I'm not sure, but he was there this year anyway. Aggressive straight line by Thomas Umunga Jensen. Cam Miller takes it to the line. I've been impressed by Cam Miller with his willingness to carry, but a turnover has occurred with, I think it was number 16.
Shiloh Klein, great turnover.
Good turnover from Canterbury, 5 metres out from their line, and I dare to say that will really help them if they want to win this game. With 26 points to 10, 16 points, they didn't want another try to Otago. I know it's pre-season, but no one likes losing. And they find a good touch down the north stand side of Forsyth Barr. Of course, we're not at Oamaru today. It has been horrendous weather down in the South Island, and we're playing under the roof. Again, Canterbury trying to play a bit quicker, but mess up the line out thrown to the back. Contested well at the back. I think that was Oliver Haig again. Numbers on the blind side. They go that way. That's Jake Ta'iwi. Carries in. Officially, Carey hitting a good chop tackle, then one over the top. Cam Miller sets one wider. Kilmatangi carries on the outside. Curry, it's a loose.
Paul
Heapy
on the line break.
Paul Heapy does well. The ball just flying out to the side of Otago ruck. Now they're just trying to go through the middle, Canterbury. This is where they need to get on top of Otago and score some points earlier in the second half. Allen, 24, made a good start to his campaign coming on in the second half. Jimmy Lynch's is going to give away a penalty. I think he's done that on purpose. He knew he was doing wrong there. I think he was quite happy to give away the penalty and reset their defensive line. I'm sure he wasn't meaning, of course, Kane, but it just appeared that way, that he was sort of trying to slow down the game. Anyway, so Canterbury will go into a line out. They have been 50-50 on their line-outs today, haven't been brilliant at it. They will look to go for a drive, I would suspect. A lot of changed players can muck up a lot of calls.
I'd say they'll be staying down for this one.
Hines is 10 metres back, so they will look to drive. They win at the back of the line out to Allen, who's, as I've said before, been good in the second half coming on. Klein has the ball in the boot. Otago coming around on the angle.
Defended it very well.
Yeah, Hines does well, the English international. Klein, been busy in the second half and end of the first half, coming on as a replacement. Hines again, they're just going to pepper away at this line out. Good chop tackle, Kilimatangi. Hines again, great pass in front of two men. Oh, that's a loose carry. Good tackle there by Thomas Umaga Jensen, who's been impressive. Oh, they might break out. They're having a go. Vilimoni Kaloi, he's down the touchline, he's going to go inside. And it's mopped up by Blair Murray at the back. No number. Does well though, but throws a speculator out to the right-hand side. And Otago have exited pretty well by playing when they still had the advantage rather than putting a scrum down 5 metres. I think it was Jake Tiwi, wasn't it, that just ran out probably 5 metres deep in his own own goal. Found a bit of space down that left-hand touchline. Vilimoni Kaloi kicked forward, and now they've got their own line out just about on halfway. Are we seeing more changes? We are. I think that's Jack Leslie.
Yeah, this is going to be great for Jack Leslie, a guy that's just had an outstanding club season, and he's sort of come from nowhere, some people might say, but he's worked so hard to get to this point, and I know he'll make a big influence in the game now.
Yeah, Oliver Hayes been impressive in the lineup, wins another one at the front. Collapse drive, he's calling that a penalty, James Dolman. So a wee box kick, wee chip. I think they'll go back to the penalty now. Just a thing on Jack, Jack Leslie, Otago boy's second 15. I just want to stress this. There's so many kids that don't get where they want to get to by the time they're 18, 19. He's just worked really hard. I think he's 21, 22 now. Works hard on his skill set, playing for Southern, played Prem Colts a wee bit last year, played Prems this year. Was outstanding, won a banner for Southern. Congratulations, Southern out there. And now running out for Otago. Yeah,
no, that's exactly. Just someone who's just worked hard for opportunities every single year, and he led the charge for the Bush Pigs in the National Under-85 Game 2 as well last year when they won that. And look, now we're in the Golden O, and his dad was not a bad footy player either as well, but I'm sure Jack wants to carve it out
in his own. Lucky enough, John Leslie coaching the Otago Under-19 team this year after winning the banner at Southern as the head coach with Southern with a couple of very famous coaches. And they did a great job and upset Tyree out here 2 weeks ago.
Here we go, missed line out there, but fortunately it's gone over the line and it's Otago ball now.
Very good. Right, Henry Bell still out there playing hooker. I'm sure he'll get a break at some point. One in the middle by Fabian Holland, and they'll look to drive again. The drive's gone reasonably well today for Otago. Very stagnant at this point. The ball is in the back with Henry Bell. There's a few people there to strike, but no one can move yet because now he's called it. It's gone a metre sideways. So now the halfbacks and the rest of the back line and defence can come forward. Pass straight out to a strong carry in midfield. They'll look to go right again. Oh, that's good defence. Will Tucker just straight over the middle of the ruck. 2 steps and he's over it. They've got numbers to the left-hand side. Lynchies back into Haig. Carry in the midfield again. To Iwi coming in off his wing. Finds good ground after a wee bump off. Fabian Holland picks and goes. Now we've got a straight line from the big fella. And he's still on his feet. Reaching out. He is 1 metre short. Salamaya. Come back. Will Tucker loves the try. Didn't quite get there this time. He's still a metre short. I think Fabian Holland is it. Yes. Reaching over from the ruck. The big 6'8" would be my guess. Reaches straight over the top of the ruck and scores in the corner and stretches Otago's lead to 31 points to 10.
Great work there by Otago. Actually, Hawiti Parapara just as clean. He was 1 cleaner short and went in there, took care of the threat, and then 3-4 phases of the scoring there in the corner. But great work by the halfback. It's good to see them working hard like that, mate. Creating tries like that.
Yeah. Keem's had a really good game at halfback, I think, and he's going off now, and James Ascott will come on, but I think he's been impressive. He was impressive against Southland last week, and he's really pushing for a starting spot next week when they play Counties Manukau. Otago have got first round out away, and that'll be a big game for them, but they're showing that they will be a team that'll push this year, and of course the NPC's changing this year, Kane. We've got just one competition, which a lot of people have been screaming out for a long time, which will come together at the end with quarterfinals, semi-final, final. So you've got to make the top 8 to be in the playoffs. Henry Bell also coming off as Cam Miller lines up this kick. 31 points to 10 to Otago, and we're 60 minutes through the game. So James Ascott will be out at halfback for Otago, getting 20 minutes. And the big number 8, who's come down from Waikato, Tamani, has come out as well. And he will be coming on. I'd say, will James Lynch be getting a break and maybe officially moving to the... No, James Lynch,
he's had a break. Yep.
He's had a break. And he's missed another one. Okay, well, the score will stay the same. 31 points to 10. Canterbury are bringing on a couple of subs too. Looks like a lock and a prop by the body shapes.
Looks like it's looks like it's George Bell.
Oh, it is George Bell.
He's come on, and also Jamie Hanna, who was also New Zealand under-20 representative this year too as well.
And he is a lock, James Hanna, is he?
He is a lock. Yep.
Yep. Cool. Deep kick to Tiwi. And
Tamani,
the Tamani.
Touch.
He stood out, but gee, he was thirsty for work there. He wanted to get stuck into the game. So it'll be Canterbury ball. They'll be happy to get the ball, hands on the ball. They've been struggling at line out time. They go back to Derry, and he'll win a good ball, and they'll carry in the midfield. Hines looking for the ball. Goes wide to Harmon. Quick recycle, and they've got numbers to the left. Bell. Skip ball. Out to Murray. Good on his feet, the young man. Hines. Back to Bell again. Promising hooker. Midfield. Oh, good shot in there by Oliver Haig, who's been impressive today. Derry carries again in the middle of Canterbury. They're just building a few phases here. Bell's had his hands on it a lot. Low chop coming in there. Again, wide pass to Harmon. A wee bit one-dimensional by Canterbury, but really just trying to rack up a few phases to find some space. Leonard Brown carries against Withy. No one there was supporting. Otago have blown over the top and turned it over. Lack of numbers around the breakdown has hurt Canterbury today. And Ascott will look to clear. Box kick. No, he goes for a wee bit longer and just finds the safety of touch. Good defence again by Otago, but I wouldn't say the enterprise by Canterbury has been great.
They're physical then, mate, and put enough pressure at that breakdown, and great clearance there just to get him out of, just to relieve a bit of pressure was James Ascott.
Ascott, sorry, did I call him Ascott, did I? I apologise to everyone out there, but we're, again, there is a mute button if you like it. Play on. Midfield carry. Otago have been strong at defensive time. Hines, sharp pass, wide out to Galter, double try scorer.
Izzy Punavai, good carry on the edge.
Punavai will be familiar with surroundings. All right, good line. Again, struggling for surrounding ruck clearers. Otago been in nuisance around that ruck time. Harmon out wide. Tries the pop pass. Will come back to a penalty. Offside. Just about look to set a scrum there. It's a good attacking option for a scrum, would it not be, Kane?
Yeah, no, I think so, mate. It'll be hard to defend from the middle of the field.
Middle of the field. I don't know if the line-out drive has been too effective for Canterbury today, so I'd wonder if you go for a scrum and gives you great attacking options. No, they're going to go for it. Go for the sideline. Harford. Do you know much about Alex Harford, Kane?
Zero.
Cool.
But I'm sure he's a very good player, Moxley.
Well, he's playing for Canterbury. There's not a lot of people that have played for Canterbury that can't play, especially in the last 20 or 30 years, or probably in the last 150 years they've been around. But Alex Harford, yeah, he's out there playing 10 for Canterbury, and it'll be Bell feeding for Canterbury, and as we've had Bell feeding for Otago, who's now off. The brothers, they didn't get to play at the same time. One went off, one came on. I'm sure they'll get a nice photo afterwards.
The parents happy, mate.
Yeah, no arguments. Great drive here by Canterbury. Bell does have the ball at the back. He'll be looking to dot down. He's over the line. I think he's got it down, and it's a penalty try. So he won't get his name on the sheet, James Dolman will reward it under the post, and I don't even think we kick goals anymore for that.
No, no more,
it's just straight a 7-pointer. Gets Canterbury back in the game, 31 points to 17. And we're at 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, just Canterbury just showing the dominance as a forward pack, and found a little lane to to push through, and great little try there by George Bell. Again, patience at the back of that maul just to not peel off and stay in. So
yeah, they have tried a number of times the line-out drive today, and that was their most effective by far. Well, obviously it finished with a try, but it just looked the best one they did, and fractured the defence from Otago. So a number of changes gone out there as we are into pre-season. Both teams sort of carrying 27, 28 players. So there is a number of fresh players out there. But Cam Miller is still there playing 10 for Otago. And he will get us restarted. 31-17. Deep kick. Canterbury secure the ball. And Hines sends it off to Allen, who's been willing to carry and struggling to get out of that ruck. As Harry Press from the Dunedin club. Hines with a beautifully high kick. It was as high as we're sitting, and we are very high up the north stand. Great little run by Roman New. Quick ball out to the wide. They're finding space. Freedom Valikolno out to Withy, who's come back on after having a wee bit of break after half time. Quick one, he timed it beautifully. Hines, I saw him coming from a mile way back, and he's on his way. Great offload. They're in here. Billy Harmon's going, he's running out of gas. Oliver Haig makes a great tackle. Still on here. A big fella in 24. Missed him. That's Allen. Great wide pass, and he's going to get a hat-trick. It's moved from the left wing to the right wing.
Yeah, great finish by Will Goulter. Held his width as well, but again, just the smarts and the experience of Willie Hines just to come out and pick that ball out of the air like a thief in the night. Great job there, and yeah, it's going to be a great finish now. 22-31 to Otago with a kick to come, and still about 12 minutes to play.
Yeah, new kicker for Canterbury as well. So the man that we don't know a lot about, Alex Harford, who's playing 10 for Canterbury, will look to convert from the sideline. Yeah, 9 points in it. It's very tight now, coming up on 12 minutes to go. Billy Harmon with a big run down the middle. I tell you, Willie Hines with his timing he's just come from 10 metres back from the defensive line of Canterbury and seen when the halfback's picking it up and timed it perfectly and managed to catch it in front of the 10's hands and taken off and done a great offload. And Billy Harmon just I thought he was going to score underneath the post. Just ran out a bit of gas. Here's the conversion. Struck beautifully and looks over and is. Tight scoreline, 31-24. As we knew, Canterbury will be back in it. And here they come. Still 12 minutes to go. And a try in it.
Looks like Dom Gardner has come back onto the field too as well.
And he's at 8, isn't he? Don't know if he's still playing 8, but he's got 8 on his back. The try scorer receives the pill. Passes to that man, Gardner. And Hines, who's actually made a difference, I feel, to the Canterbury team. He's provided some energy and lifted eye. I'm trying to talk him up and he just loses it. Canterbury still have the ball and secured. They might go a couple more phases now, and it's Daniel Leonard Brown. Carries hard and finds a wee seam. Offloads to Henry Bell, who runs into his own player. Fair to carry on. Hines now looks for the go for the box kick, slowly getting it back. The last one was high, and this one's equal. Jack Leslie coming forward, times his run. Good contest. And Otago have come down with it in the end. Ascot, sorry. Messy little breakdown there. Ascot with the ball. Hits Cam Miller. There was a wee bit of numbers out to the right, and it's Withy. Throws a nice wide pass to Umunga Jensen, who tries the trip and chase and nearly hits it into the stand. So it'll be out on the full. Will Canterbury look to go quick here? Tell you what, they've lifted the tempo of the game, I feel, Canterbury, in this last 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, I just feel like the momentum has swung their way here, and again, Willie Hines has probably been a big reason for that too. So,
indeed, first phase is a strong carry in midfield. Hines gets his hands on the ball. Darry's had a big shift and still out there. May have had a break at one point. Hard to keep track with the rolling subs. Oh, jeepers, good hit. One shoulder from Kalamatangi, one shoulder from Raymond. It was a good hit. Here they come. They've got numbers wide here. And it's Blair Murray on the outside. Carrying really strong, the wee man. Sets well, Hines. Back into the midfield. Allen carrying again. Must be his 5th or 6th carry for the second half. Good wee out ball by the reserve hooker. Hines is getting around the park well. Midfield set. Otago's defence is holding strong at this point. 1 try in the game. Canterbury 2 score to convert would get it all tied up. Otago have been the dominating factor in this game, but Canterbury have come into it now. And Hines says, hey, let's settle it down and put Otago under some pressure inside their own 22. 9 minutes to go, Kane.
Yeah, great defence there by Otago. Just absorbing that pressure. They're going to get themselves back in this game though now and exit well and then apply that pressure again.
Yeah, Fabian Holland just doing the hand signal of let's slow things down. Now they set the line out. Oliver Haig's been a main target. He'll be a lifter this time. Going to back to Fabian Holland, who manages to clean it up pretty nicely at the top of the line out after a deflection off Canterbury. It's gone to meter. Everyone's come forward. Comes back to Otago. Now they look to carry. Tamani. Good strong carry. Not a lot there. Otago forward, slow to move. Back and they'll look to clear. Still inside the 22 and will clap straight to touch and it'll be Canterbury's line out. In the Otago half. It's going to be a close finish, I can feel it. 31-24, 8 minutes to go.
Otago's been good on these defensive lineouts. They were just trying to go quick then too.
Yeah, they were.
Sub, so that's probably helped. You know, they've been able to settle. So that's going to force a lot more pressure on this Canterbury line out here. Hagan, Holland done a great job to disrupt this afternoon. Yeah,
they've tried to increase the tempo at line out time and that's worked for them. They've now sorted a slower line out and it's worked well. The winger comes on that side and it's a yeah, it was a good pass. Can he get 4? Jack Leslie comes across, hangs on to him, trying to get him out and they have got him out. Gaultier, here's Gaultier. Quick line out, knock on. This is a wee bit quick for me. I can't get my words out, so we'll just slow down and it's going to be an Otago scrum.
Jack Lindsay did really well then. Gaultier had a great run down the edge here with a bit of time and space and just caught him, and second little hit by Tahiwi took him out, and looked like they wanted to go quick then and into Jimmy Ascot's hands, and I think he was a bit unsure what to do.
And then the old charge down and everyone's on side and it's all go. It was very lucky that the Canterbury player just knocked it on for Otago because there was people strewn and the water people are coming. There was a lot of heavy breathing going on at the moment out there. On the field, that is, Kane. And there's someone down as well. Do you know who that is?
Looks like that is Raymond Nu'u.
It is Nu'u, okay.
He always has a few ankle issues.
And can you enlighten me, who has come on the outside there, standing in the Otago back line? I don't know who that is. He's going to fullback, by the looks of him. Or first 5.
Oh, that's AJ Faleafunga.
Ah, thank you.
Who wasn't actually on the team list here, so this is new to us, but AJ Faleafunga, first year out of school from St Peter's College in Auckland, and he gets the last 8 minutes trying to drive the ship.
got 10 on his back, AJ. So congratulations, AJ, on getting a run out there, playing for the Dunedin Sharks this year, playing Prems. First year out of school, a lot of first year out of school boys playing Prems this year, came quite incredible. I would say there'd be over 10 of them.
Yeah, there was definitely a number, mate.
Yeah. It just shows when they come out of school how ready they are to go these days. Their first 15 programs are very well entrenched in these schools. Okay, Ascot, 2 feed. Got 7.5 minutes to go, and it is 31-24 to Otago. Otago with a defensive scrum inside their 22. And they'll be looking to get out of here, I'd suggest. Maybe a carry from Thomas Umaga Jensen, who's been strong today. Very, very strong. And playing the full 80 as well, which is good to see. Jack Leslie must be playing at fullback by the looks of things.
Yep, looks like it is, mate.
And Ta'iwi on one wing and Freedom Vainikolo on the other. Sorry to the Canterbury people that are watching. I just know the Otago people a wee bit better, sorry. So, penalty try to Canterbury halfway through the second half. And Gaultier has scored 3 for Canterbury. Big scrum from Canterbury, putting the pressure on. Hines is really causing some issues there. Arscott manages to get the ball, but he's caused a knock on. He's loving being back in black and red, isn't he?
Oh, he certainly has, mate. He certainly is. No, well done again. We talked about it, the impact he's had now, and now it's the scrum feed. 15 minutes away from the line.
I tell you what, it might be Hines that put the pressure on the halfback, but it was Daniel Leonard-Brown on his side that really got up and pushed a lot of pressure on the left-hand side of Canterbury coming forward. So see, they won't be trying to move this scrum too much. They'll be trying to set a nice, steady platform for, I'd like to see a attacking strike back line. So, will be the man. Harford standing sort of in behind, looking to go blind, comes back dummies, and it is a great scrum. Goes to that man Harford, goes back behind, and a wee knock on. Like the endeavour, execution wasn't quite there.
Well done, just well defended there by the Otago backline. Everyone sort of landed on the body there and created enough pressure, and no, it's good. Well done, Otago. Now it's just time to exit. Got to shore up the scrum and get out of here.
Yeah, just think that you did right there, Kane. I think the scrum's going to be under a whole heap of pressure. Canterbury are going to come again, and Hines is going to be all over Arscott, as he was in 2 scrums before. 5 minutes to go. Otago up by 7 points. I know it's pre-season, but I'm sure they'll be pretty keen to get a win, as would Canterbury. A lot of options for the ability to exit here. Jack Leslie on the right-hand side, AJ on the left.
That's a better scrum there by Otago.
Is it what? Ball's coming back slowly low, and it's collapsed. Oh God, look out. Wasn't ideal there. We've managed to clear it though, and Freedom Vainikolo goes in to scrum half. Just a wee bit messy between 8 and 9 there. Couldn't get it back, and then Tamani just picked it up, shoveled. I think Arscott probably could have got it on his foot before he went to contact, but thought it was better to go into another cycle, but that's the turnover, and Canterbury will look to drive. It's kind of got draw written all over it at this point, doesn't it?
It does. Yep, potentially does, mate. Plenty of time. Yeah, I just think by losing Arscott there at that 9, they just sort of lost control at the back there. And great clean, though, for the cleaners, but the ball sort of just popped out, which then forced Vakolo just to him to look after that ball and was deemed off his feet. So unfortunate. There we go.
Here's the drive coming from Canterbury, and it gets into the back. It will be Bell. He's just going to have a crack. Coming back home to Dunedin, scoring from Canterbury. George Bell. Kicked to tie up. Well done, that man. He wasn't patient. He saw an opportunity and went for it.
Yeah, George got excellent acceleration and just found an opportunity, and he's a strong man as well, and just powered his way through a couple of tackles. So well done. Good try. Big kick here now for Alex.
Yeah, and he did slot the one from the sideline, and he looks like a good goal kicker. Just the one on the sideline. You just love when you see the ball staying more up on its axis rather than falling over the side. It went through beautifully. So should be bread and butter for him, and this will tie the game up. And we have still got 3 minutes on the clock at this point. So there'll be some helter-skelter rugby because both teams will want to get a W and going in to the season with a lot of confidence. Tell you what, both these teams, I think, could feature heavily come quarterfinal, semi-final time, I would like to think. Oh, he hasn't hit it great. Oh, Paul Hook.
Well, your analysis on his kick
on
the sideline.
The sideline kick was great. That one was not.
On the axis and all that
stuff. Yeah, I do like goal kicking, mate. I do. Sorry. Otago lucky. They're still up by 2. Canterbury are going to come hard now. 31-29. Canterbury call coming from the sideline. Escape kick. It's going to be a great finish. As you said, Kane. Sorry, I'm just repeating you. I was unsure he was getting it, that man in 20. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. I would have thought. No. There's numbers here for Canterbury. They're going to have a go. The man that missed the kick goes. And Hines has been everywhere today, and he is off. Finds that try scorer. Tries to ticket case. He's regathered well. Galtier, he's been on fire today. There's numbers down the right-hand side. Gardner's back out on the field and down on that right edge. They're back on attack, Canterbury. 31-29, down, looking to score. 1 minute to go on the stadium clock. Freedom Vinocolos come up and jammed and they found a lot of space. He's going straight through. They're going to score in the corner. He's in. Canterbury will win the game. Otago, hands on heads. Canterbury have come back from the death. Down by 17 to 19 points. Not 20 minutes to go and they've come back. 34-31 to Canterbury.
Yeah, great carry off the sideline and quick recycle the ball, and they played out the back into that wide channel, and Shafiaki showing his class and what he can do. Probably the first time we've seen it in this game though, but what a time to see it. Unleashed Blair Murray, who's great on his feet, as we've already seen earlier today too as well. So great finish. Blair Murray, fullback from New Plymouth Boys High School, a couple of years in New Zealand schools. And he's just starting to come through now. So he knows he's got a small frame, but I know he's been building that up to be pretty robust. And
yeah, I like, he looks Ben Blair-esque.
Yeah, very much so, mate.
Like quite sharp on his feet, lots of little stepping, and he did well to finish, but he had a great opportunity. And Otago did jam in, but weren't able to stop it. 2-on-1 down that outside, and he did finish beautifully. So Murray scores the game-winning try. I don't know if we ever get a kick-off here. I'm not sure. Otago lined up like they will, and Canterbury are looking to receive. So currently, 34 points to 31.
Let's hope that we can get a kick-off just to make it
a little bit more interesting. Yeah, great. He strikes that one better. But must.
Oh, here we go.
34-31. Canterbury. There is going to be a kick-off. James Dolman is running to the centre.
Hope you haven't cursed them here, Moxie.
Oh, I said they've won the game when they scored, so I'd love to be wrong.
Question is, how will they get the ball back? So
it's got to be a short kick.
It's got to be probably on Ollie Haig, I'd say.
It is a short kick, and it's big Fabian Hine coming down. Knocked back from Canterbury. Haynes goes, and then they'll kick it out. Well done, Canterbury. Good second half by them. Both teams will be happy with the knockout. We had
65-point score in the game today.
Correct, and we've got five tries apiece. Good game of rugby. 34, might be 6 tries. Nah, there's a penalty try in there. 5 tries apiece.
To put you on the spot, mate, player of the game for you?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think I'm going to go for one each. I'm going to go for Hines in the second half for Canterbury, and I thought Oliver Haig had the best game for Otago out there. Yourself?
Yeah, no, on the same boat, mate.
Yep,
nice
happy.
Work.
Okay, thanks, Kane, for helping me out today, and we've literally done this, found out this morning, so we've tried our best, and it's been a good game. Well done to Canterbury for the win, 34-31. Thanks to Elevate Analysis for their coverage. Camera work's been better than the commentary, so I hope you've enjoyed it.
Cool. Cheers, Moxie.
Cheers, mate.